Hey everybody. So in this video I wanted to talk about the 5 things that are guaranteed to get you a job in the industry, but people just aren't doing them. So the first thing we want to talk about, because it relates to all the others and it's very important, is Maya's secret menu. Now, all 3D software has a secret menu, but I'm more familiar with Maya, so that's what we're going to be using for this demonstration. So how do we get to the secret menu? That's a good question. So the first thing you want to do is go to this box down in the corner just below the animation timeline to the right. Now this little ding dong down here, it's the script editor, and it's what we're going to need to do. We need to open this little boy up, and we're going to want to go ahead and close that, and we're going to type in a script. Now the script that I'm using is provided in the description, so don't even worry about it. And then we just go ahead and hit play, and that is going to now we're going to be able to access our secret menu. So let's go ahead and close this out, and we want to head up to Windows, and just under UI elements is the secret menu. So under this we have Make Good, Pigmesh, Dark Web, and Dreams. I'll go through each of these individually, but let's head up the first one first, so Make Good. So let's go ahead and, to demonstrate this, just create a polycube. Now I can't stress this enough, but you do actually want to learn the proper settings and like the proper usage of this tool, but just for demonstrational purposes, we're gonna try it without messing with any of that. And as you can see, it's just immediately improves your mesh. I don't know why so many people are spending so much time modeling and UVing and doing all these things. That you can just get a base mesh, like a base polygon out there, and then just hit Make Good. So you're probably thinking the same thing I was when I first discovered this tool, and that's what'll happen if I just click this a whole bunch. So just to show you, probably shouldn't try this at home, but I will try it out. And it will actually, as you can see, it'll turn it into a picture of Morgan Freeman, which is basically the best thing you can have. But I found a lot of newer artists, they just tend to, their portfolio is just full of pictures of Morgan Freeman, which is good, but it's just not viable in a production pipeline. That is the main point. So just realize, you know, it's a nice tool, but you don't want to overuse it. So let's go ahead and hit on the next thing, which is the Insert Pig Mesh. Now, I'm not trying to be insulting to anybody's artistic abilities, but it is a changing industry, and there's just better and better artists all the time. The days where you could walk into a company with just a really good portfolio and get a job, those days unfortunately are over. You absolutely have to do that extra, go that extra mile, and do that little bit of extra, and you have to insert a pig mesh into every, like, I cannot stress this enough. Every piece of artwork has to have a pig mesh inserted into it. Because that's why you're not getting hired. You have all the talent, you know the anatomy, you know all the technical stuff, but you're just not, you know, I'm not seeing, or, you know, like maybe somebody has a pig mesh in their portfolio piece, but it's like hidden behind a tree because they think it's dumb or useless or pointless. It's not. It's what's going to get you that job. So let's look at some portfolios real quick. Some amazing artwork here, but he just doesn't have any pig meshes. It's like this guy could make it. He absolutely could potentially make it in the industry, but he just doesn't have that pig mesh. Now let's look at a different portfolio, and like right away you can already see this person knows what they're doing. They have that pig mesh. You know, it's free. It doesn't. You don't have to model the pig. You just insert it, put it front and center, right? Cover up everything else because everything else doesn't matter. Just you want that pig mesh right there in front of everything else. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you're inserting a pig mesh. Even if you're 2D, you might want to include a couple of pig meshes, just maybe in the background. You see, now that's a case where you want to put the pig mesh in the background, is if you're doing like 2D drawing, graphic design, stuff like that. That's when you put the pig mesh in the background. But if you're 3D, you need to know this stuff. You have to put the pig mesh in front of everything else. So let's go ahead and move on to our last section. Sorry, our second to last section. Now for the last part, we're going to be talking about the Dark Web button. Now I know what you're thinking. In order to obtain Dark Web, you actually need the Boots of Blinding Speed. But that's okay. I'll show you a real quick tutorial on how to get them. You're going to want to head north from Caldera on the road to Alderaan, or Alderaan. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but you know what city I'm talking about. And on this road, there's actually an NPC. Her name is Pamina, I think is how you pronounce it. Once again, not sure, but it is this NPC right here. And you could do a quest for her, but it's kind of long and boring, so you could either, you could just talk to her and do the quest, or you could just do this. And then don't forget to loot her body, and you can, just get some gold, but you just need the Boots of Blinding Speed. Don't forget to equip them, and once you do that, you'll see the screen go dark, but you're not in the Dark Web yet. You need to return to Balmorra. Don't forget, I cannot stress this enough. You have to return to Balmorra. and you want to make sure you take the road through Caldera. And then once we pass Caldera, we just go over the bridge, and then boom, it's right there, Balmora. Go right through this archway, and you're in the dark web. Alright, so now that we're in the dark web, how do we get some dark web and take it back and apply it to our project? It's a great question. So you don't want to just go searching through all these shops, because this is the dark web. It's very dangerous. There's some very dangerous people here. And all the guards are actually just FBI agents, so do watch out for that too. Just make sure you're not going willy-nilly into all these shops. You want to just bring your Bitcoin and make sure you're going into a safe, trusted shop that you know is okay. This right here is actually where we get our dark web. Now you do want to be careful when it... Then we just take the dark web and we put it on the pig. That's a good pig. Oh, fuck. Just happened. I just blacked out for a second there. Oh, right, Maya's secret menu. So the last item on this is going to be dreams, right? Now, when you're pressing this button, you do want to be careful, because if you do press it...